Back to Zion National Park, specifically my third day in Zion National Park, and today I'm actually in the Kolob Canyons section of Zion National Park, which is actually a completely different entrance and section of the park from the main part of the park that I've been in the past 2 days. This is the main part of the park I was in yesterday and the day before. The main drive through Springdale, town of Springdale, and up the Zion Mount Carmel Highway. Today, I'm up in the Kolob Canyons section, which is a totally different entrance from where I was in the main entrance before. It's all the way up here. I'm currently somewhere around right here. Taylor Creek Trailhead. There's a little bit of a closer view of this part of the park. And today I'm planning on doing the Taylor Creek Trail, which is a 5-mile round trip this morning. The Kolob Canyons part of Zion National Park is a lot less visited and a lot less busy than the main section of Zion National Park that was in the last couple of days. If you want to try and escape the crowds, this is kind of the place I was hearing and reading that you should go to, because there's way less people here. There is some weather moving in this afternoon, it looks like. We're going to start getting some snow. There's a cold front coming in and a snowstorm, so I'm going to try and get this hike done before the weather goes bad and the sun's still out. It's not so cold out right now. Larson Cabin. Cool cabin here along this trail. This is the end of the Taylor Creek Trail. It's getting pretty narrow here, honestly. And the last maybe half mile or so, there was a lot of snow and ice, surprisingly. When I was doing this hike, I was hiking up there. When I got to the top, I realized that I had lost my lens cap on my 45 to 150 millimeter telephoto lens, and I was hiking back. It was right here, just laying on the ground in the trail. That's quite the relief to find that. Well, I think the snow winter weather that you're talking about coming in has arrived. It's gotten very windy and very cold. It's starting to snow. There's an amazing view here behind me. But I'm going to do one more hike, hopefully, before I call it a day, because this weather's getting pretty crappy. I'm on the second hike of the day. The hike I'm doing right now is called the Timber Creek Overlook Trail. It's only a mile round trip, so Taylor Creek Trail was 5 miles round trip. So, but the weather's getting pretty crappy, so I don't know. This might be the last hike of the day. Apparently the overlook here is pretty great. This is the Timber Creek overlook of Kolob Canyons, Zion National Park. Pretty amazing view here of these canyons. Lesser known side of Zion National Park, and I'm really glad I came up here for a day. You know, the weather got kind of, not so great there. I think the snow actually really added to the feel of it, and now it's kind of really calmed down a bit. But back here behind me, I just noticed there's this mountain range behind me that is not in Zion National Park. There's that snow-covered mountain range with the clouds rolling over it. That's also quite beautiful. Kolob Canyons of Zion National Park and the Timber Creek overlook. You provided me with quite an amazing experience today. And there were some people here when the snow first rolled in, but it seemed like that scared them off. And I got this viewpoint all myself for like a half hour, which was amazing. Anyway, that was a really cool spot. I'm so glad I did the extra half-hour drive, 45-minute drive away from the other side of Zion to check out this side, because it was well worth it. And quite an amazing experience. We are back in the main canyon, Zion Canyon of Zion National Park. It is a Monday now, and it's overcast and kind of chilly out, so it's not nearly as busy here as it was over the weekend. Like, it's insane how different it is. I would have never imagined it'd be this much slower. And the shuttles are not running right now, so I was able to drive up the Zion Canyon Road to a spot called the Grotto, which is where the hike for Angel's Landing is, which I did almost 3 years ago. I'm going to try and do it today, but based on unpredictable weather I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do Angel's Landing today, because if it gets wet or slick or starts raining or snowing, it's going to be way too dangerous to do. I'm not going to do it, but I'm at least going to hike up the trail to a spot called Scouts Lookout. I'm going to at least try to hike there. That is Angel's Landing Trail. That is Scouts Lookout. It's like the Western Trail to get up there, though. That up there, the top of that is Angel's Landing. Then you gotta hike all the way up this to get there. I have a very limited time to get this hike done. Like, I'm really kind of cutting it close, I feel like, as far as when it's gonna get dark, because they recommend you take 4 hours to do this hike. Top to bottom, bottom to top, and back again. I know, that's, I can do it faster than that, but it's gonna be dark in 3 hours. So I'm gonna try and book it as fast as I can, which means I might get a little bit less footage than I normally would, because I might be able to stop and set up shots all the time, but I'm still going to try and get some, just to show you guys what it's going to be like. I'm probably about halfway up. It only took about half an hour to do that. Hiked up that first big push up the West Rim Trail, and it started snowing. So, if it keeps snowing, the likelihood of doing Angel's Landing becomes a lot more slim, because I can't be hiking if it's wet. But we're gonna keep going and see, get a Scouts Lookout first and see what it's looking like then. For those of you who do not know, this section of switchbacks here, which goes way up that cliffside, I believe it's called Walter's Wiggles. And yeah, it's a lot of switchbacks, but literally Scouts Lookout is just at the top of that, so almost up to that part. But yeah, man, the snow out here makes this really unique experience. I made it to Scouts Lookout, and then I hiked up a few hundred feet higher than that, and I don't know, this view is pretty amazing behind me. You can see Angel's Landing is up there behind me there. Honestly, the snow, with how sketchy I know that hike is, And I know the rock is going to be really slick right now. I've opted against hiking Angels Landing in these weather conditions. It's not worth risking my life to do that, or falling or getting injured. So I think this is the next best spot to photograph Angels Landing from up here. Places photography takes me. This is truly spectacular. Snow lightly falling, some of the sunlight starting to come through right now. It's not all grayed out anymore. You can just see the path all the way up to the top of Angels Landing there. Some snow on it. Absolutely spectacular. So I decided to hike up to this first saddle before the actual really steep climb to the top of Angels Landing there, just before sunset. But the clouds have really come in pretty strong here. It's very dark and gray over there. I think it's probably about time to head back down because I gotta hike all the way back to the car. So yeah, it's gonna be dark pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed today's adventure to Kolob Canyon on the west side of Zion National Park in the snow and stuff there. And then hiking to the base of Angels Landing. Get some photos in the evening before it got dark. But yeah, what an amazing day. If you guys did enjoy this video, I want to see more videos about landscape photography and hiking and camping and adventures and national park stuff, then subscribe to my channel down below. Leave me a comment down in the below the video and let me know what your favorite image from the video was and what your favorite part of the day was. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.